It's nice to take a break sometimes, because then when I come back, I'm just kind of terrified of what's going to happen next to all of the characters. Oh, hi. You were standing behind me all day. How are you doing? Did you go shopping? Is this a shopping bag? It seems like it. Like one of those, like, permanent shopping bags or whatever. Non-disposable shopping bag. I'm acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's genuinely just a failure of language when I literally do have one, although it's more squarey. I felt like such a fucking life hack, super bro, mega master the moment I found that you could get ones that actually maintain their shape, because everyone's having these like canvasy bags or whatever, and I'm like, all the stuff you grab just like falls into the bottom. Like, this sucks. I want a basket. I want something baskety, something that has a bottom to it, so you can actually like lay things in an organized way and they stay in that sort of overall shape and everything, instead of just clumping at the bottom of like a plastic bag and so on. Like, having a rigid bottom is immediately nice. But I remember my brother wanted to borrow mine because he was going on like a rafting trip or something, and then he put it in the washing machine when he got home, and so the cardboard that made the bottom solid just turned into mush, and he just destroyed it, and he never replaced it. And that's why I would kill everyone if I was Iris, because fuck family, they wrong you once and then you throw them off a balcony.
I'm back. Why did you leave the door open? Oh yeah, it wasn't easy. No one saw me, I swear.
No. She's chastising him for leaving the door open, and she's currently having the one-sided conversations that we would hear her have with her mother. And for a while there, I thought that we were just... Well, I'm realizing mid-sentence, actually. At the time, I thought we were just hearing her side of conversations with her mom over the phone, which is an interesting writing technique to do. Just like you're overhearing them, like as Iris or something. But she was... I think she was calling her mom's phone number, who was already dead, and leaving messages where she talked to no one. And now I think dad is dead. And so she's like, why'd you leave the door open? It's like, no one else is here. I walked around the room and no one's visibly here, which doesn't have to be indicative of anything, because the game is full of a lot of surreal stuff. But the door being left open, I'm like, oh, the door was left open because there's no one here. There's no one to close the door for her and do those parts of security. So she's gonna be constantly chastising him for not stepping up and for not helping her, in a way akin to before, but now it's because he's not here anymore and she's all that's left. So she's out scavenging in the post-apocalypse, basically, and like finding what she can to survive, but she's surviving completely on her own now, and she's not accepting that. The dusty piano, because nobody plays it. There's so many little details like that. They specifically made the piano dusty, because nobody's actually touching it. Dusty piano keys are an accusation when you see them. Wow, that was kind of a little poetic, and it just came out. I'm like, hang on a minute, that wouldn't be a bad line in something. Yeah, he's just talking at no one.
Hello? Ah, it's me. It's just me. There's no danger. No one saw me. Ay, 你去咗邊啊?
Or he just died or something, and this is the new thing, Because now she's more questioning. I thought she had fallen into the routine of talking to no one already. But is she gonna find the body? Is it new?
Why are the lights off? There's nothing to worry about. I found more ivy drip. You'll feel better right away. Baha?
Oh no. Okay, so I'm wrong about that part. I saw a very evocative moment and thought that was what was going on because it seemed to add up in addition to the stuff about Grandma. He's probably in that room, right? That's the one that I don't have access to.
I thought you hated making videos. You idiot. How far do you think you're going to get?
I think he made a video as a farewell to you, and I think he might have jumped or something.
Without me.
Aw, dang it. There probably wasn't going to be anything. I had the thought of like, oh, I can probably walk in that room and then rewind and then see what was in that room before she opened it. But he probably wasn't in there regardless. There's probably nothing to see. But I did have the thought that I'm like, I might be missing opportunities to enter closed rooms that open later in storylines and then rewind to see what else is there. Because there might be optional stuff in some of these cases that I didn't catch. I don't feel that bad because I'm definitely getting a lot out of this game. So if I'm somehow missing stuff, which I know I am on some level because the achievements call me out, and me not getting the achievement for talking to everyone every chapter means I'm not finding literally everything, but getting a lot out of this.
All you have to do is repeat the lines. Simple as that. Do you understand?
I do.
This is the right thing to do, Watcher. I'm looking out for you. Repeat the lines as we practiced. Trust me, okay?
Okay.
We're rolling. Everyone can hear you now, Watcher. Just go ahead.
Protest, call them out, get executed. Probably.
Sisters. It's me, Watcher. I'm alive. I confirm it is year 3 AA. After ALLMOTHER.
After ALLMOTHER, that makes sense.
There's something I want you to know.
Uh-huh. Two different confessions. God. It's wild to me to even think about how you construct narratives like this that have these kinds of parallels at once. That's wild.
When they were beating me up, there were 4. 5 of them. They were completely covered up. Helmet, gas mask, shield. No eyes. No skin showing, nothing. What do you do when you face this kind of enemy? My brother called out for me as they dragged him away. That's what he said. What makes a person say this? I'm not strong like you. Like your mother. These sounds.
That is a really upsetting thought. I won't kill myself. Which is somebody having to declare the fact that if they, when they commit suicide, when they show up dead and they're accused of, and the claim is that they committed suicide, that was not that. And like in the, all the way in Old Town, you still have the ripples of these traumas where you have this new government that kills people and claims it's a suicide when it can't be, and it obviously isn't.
Him screaming, my skull cracking. Do you know why I used to sing all the time? It helped to drown out the sounds.
I'm guessing he never saw his brother again.
It's my birthday soon. I hate that. Trapped in this body. Trapped in this age. Trapped in this time.
I never wanted to be a father. How could I? I lost all faith and respect for this world. But I couldn't tell your mom. She believed so deeply that this was how to reclaim the dignity we lost. To be honest, when you were born, it was hard for me to love you at first. Then after a while, it was the only thing I knew how to do.
My sister asked me today what it was like to have a father. I don't know. I don't know that Iris anymore. She listened to music, I think. Wanted to draw pictures. That Iris took the easy way out. That Iris should have been stronger.
When you were growing up, there was this rage inside you that would burst out from time to time. I couldn't understand why. We tried to give you everything we didn't have. Maybe you felt the same way I did. Waking up one day on the wrong side of the wrong bed, and then living the rest of your life that way. Like wrong ingredients in a soup. Smells right, looks right, but in the stomach, it's bitter. Wimui, I thought I could give you a life without such bitterness. But isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit. I promised myself I would die in Hong Kong. That's where my ashes belong.
What youngest made? All I could hear was blood. All I could taste was bitter. What came over me? Cutting that thing? I have never felt more powerful. Do you see me now, keepers? Look what I am capable of. Look how far I can go. Youngest must learn the hard way. The other sisters will understand. She needs to be punished. Maybe she will finally grow. Maybe I will finally get some peace and quiet. This is the right thing for both of us.
The others will understand when you break them all like toys.
I am pushed too far.
Clara, you've taken such good care of me. I think you can finally take a day off. 我身翻 okay. 我会飞翻 okay. We can all meet there for some noodle. Okay?
Damn.
I can't believe you.
They deserve to know.
You think I was going to air this live without so much as a dress rehearsal? You stupid, selfish. Principal is not going to be pleased.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, they're going to maintain control. They're not going to give you a live broadcast. There's no out. Gah. Extraction is the new one. Yeah, extracting a confession.
This could have been easy. Honorable.
That's not the word for anything happening today.
Instead... Guard, are we rolling?
Yes, High Minister.
Good morning, Watcher. Care to confess today?
One day, sister, you'll see worse.
Figured as much?
You knew, didn't you? Makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing, and you let her do it. And you let me do it.
Watcher, please. The more time you spend in here, the more stories you're making up. Do you remember this?
secretary. Yes. And the piece you used to end Mother. How crude. You're gonna kill me? Fine. Put me out of my misery, sister. Extracting a confession is like pulling out a dirty, rotten tooth. I'm not afraid. Good.
No.
It'll hurt, but when it's all over, all healed, you'll feel cured. Free, even. What are you waiting for? Tell me, Watcher. Who's to blame for Mother's death? It was all of us, wasn't it? We all played a part, didn't we? I see.
Her eye.
Who did it, Watcher? Fuck you. Focus on the question, please, Watcher. No, you're just gonna stand around. No one cares, sister. But how much do you care for that remaining eye of yours? This will all be over faster if you don't resist. Let's try again. Watcher, who's to blame for Mother's death? You know who it was. A pity. A watcher who can no longer see. Guard, you can stop the recording. Clean this mess up, please. But leave her.
That's why she had the blindfold on. So people saw her with the blindfold. She got martyred a bit with the blindfold. I love the detail of the graffiti artist in Old Town who paints these beautiful martyr pictures of the people to idolize and then gives the most flaccid protest, putting an X on one, writing traitor on the other one, but you can't, like, they're enough of an artist to know that the brand can't stand against the beauty of the picture, and so they know that ultimately the drawing, the art, which makes this one, it takes a human figure and makes them huge along the side of a wall as a mural, which you will see. This is somewhat reduced by the video game, but as a human being walking the street, you would see this huge figure above you in all that beauty and scale, and you inherently see something great and mighty. And you can't really just write traitor diagonally in it across it to diminish that effect. And that's the, and she pointed that out. She said, like, with her one little bit of like plausible deniability or whatever she said. So you have this image of the Watcher in Old Town plastered across like 3 stories of building and brick, blindfolded. Oh, this is not a press A to continue situation. She can still sort of see her body because of that part where you kind of just have a sense of where your body is as a person. And it's visualized by having it actually be seen.
Muy muy.
You can't stop me from going.
Not here to stop you. I just want to talk.
I don't have much time. They're waiting.
We fled too. You know? Left our friends and family behind.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, it was Mom who was brave enough to have hope. Brave enough to want more for our lives. More for your life. Always hard to know when to stay, when to go.
Yeah.
But when we made that choice, we hurt many people. What I'm saying, Wimui, is that she will come to understand your decision.
She's so angry.
I know. That's a mother's job.
Is it?
Just promise to come home. You don't have to mean it. But false hope is still hope. And it will take care of us for a while.
Joe?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe you were right.
Ooh, you think so? About what?
They won't be children forever. Not like me. Or you.
Iris.
They have a chance to grow. Maybe I should let them. If the Keepers can speak to me this way, I'm sure I can repurpose it. Show them the past.
But they may not like what happened.
Maybe that's okay. Yes, it's okay. The most important thing, whether they like it or not, is to remember.
Watch her. Watch her, watch her, watch her. Ah, look at you. You should be dead, you know. Principal asked for your head, but I couldn't do that to my own sister.
That sentence doesn't mean much at this point.
So I brought her your eyes instead. Still warm to the touch. Think of this as a favor. You've seen too much. Now you can give that all a rest. Is this how you pictured the future? Principal, you can't imagine what she's capable of. Or maybe of all people, you really can.
She's just meat.
We were happy before, weren't we? We had our functions, our simple pleasures. We had each other. And now look at us. I guess Mother was right. It is our lot to be bound.
So who are you? Secretary, Vice, and the gold one? Chapter called Story Time.
Everyone, settle down.
Mother, what is this about?
Please. I'm asking nicely.
You're nervous.
Just sit down.
Is this about your sleepwalking?
Will you let me explain? We are going to have a communion. Yes, a communion. All together.
What is that word?
I want to share a memory with you. Something special to me. Something special to my mother. A place from a long time ago.
A place on the surface? With humans?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, close your eyes. Closed? Yes? In 3, 2, 1.
Our first bit of real life sight right when we don't have sight anymore. What was the effect, I wonder? She shared that with them all, but she also killed them all.
So, you finally found a way out. What is that place we keep seeing? An ancient human city. It keeps reoccurring everywhere. It's an obsession. Does it still exist? In what sense? I don't know. In any sense? I believe that's up to us. I don't know where you end and I begin. It's messy, isn't it? We've been in here for a long time. Longer than I've ever attempted. But now, you've seen everything I have to show. These last fragments were what Principal wanted to hide. They needed to be seen. We'll never get anywhere by tampering with history. After this, I want you to understand. This communion will no longer protect us. Time will march forward, and we must confront our sins. Let's go. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I learned a thing or two this time around. So did I. We need to change. Together, then? Into the future. Move? What's going on?
You? Sleep, dear one. What the fuck? Know her. What did you do to her?
Straight to judgment. You haven't changed, little sister.
Her eyes. What happened to her eyes?
I did what I had to do.
Come on your feet. I'm here.
Baby?
The days get shorter, don't they?
Baby? Is that really you?
As me as I'll ever be.
Secretary! Don't forget Secretary!
I've got them. Don't worry.
Baby, your arm.
She's blind.
You really took your time.
You said she would be safe.
She's breathing, isn't she?
That is not what I meant.
No thanks. No acknowledgement. You're the one who's obsessed with this whole bloodless encounter. Taking your sweet time, everything in its right place. Don't you understand by now? Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality. You're lucky she still remembers who she is.
Let's go, BB. Know her. Things are in motion, okay? We'll be in touch.
Wait.
Oh, you want to thank you? Well,
Attend to me.
what do you mean?
Make it look convincing.
Uh.
Your wrench. That should do the trick.
Are you doing okay?
You know me, sister. I'm doing what I must.
Yeah, you're better at that than I am.
You've always been...
You could have let her finish.
Hurts less when you can't see it coming. Besides, I hate when she gets sentimental.
Damn. Damn. The only thing really to Nora's credit is that she'll also get the shit beat out of her willingly, I guess. But the cruelty is, Jesus Christ. The permanent maiming of your sister. Taking both eyes, especially. Like, it's beyond a big gesture and being like a permanent removal on that level. Like, the idea that they're all in collusion with each other, or they all know. And we knew Fixer was alive by now, but now we know that Watcher's alive. So who's in the crystal? Is the crystal even a is the crystal a stillborn? There are infinite clones. People don't likely know perfectly who Watcher looked like in the way of distinguishing them from each other, but also like she was missing for 2 years. It's a year 3 AA, which means 2 years because it starts at 1, I think, because there was no interrogation at 0 AA. I don't think they waited a whole year to start talking to her. Damn. All right. This game is gripping. A lesser game would have had its entire duration spent just building up to stabbing Mother, and then would have been like, it all was up to this moment, and just like leave it there. And like the scale felt like it was indicating that, like the 3 plays and stuff like that. There was like telegraphing that something was going to change and end at that point, which was when the that area got attacked. But now I've gone through like generations of stuff. Like there's so much going on, and it became such a richer text with so many deeply developed directions, and it just really it's a mind-blowing thing to keep up with. I'm just trying to have anything to offer as I go, and I'm actually surprised that I kind of seem to have something to say most of the time, but damn. I'm sure these episode endings get a little frustrating at times. Just arbitrarily cutting here and there, but it's a continuously flowing narrative. There aren't really clean ending points besides the chapter breaks, and you also you don't want 2 to 3 hour episodes anymore. Chapter 8, Healer is alive, of course.
Oh.
This is the least surprising thing in the world by now. I was able to accept that Healer was dead when we were told it, but ever since I'm like, okay. We didn't see her die. Deaths tend to be lies in this game, unless we literally see it happen. Which is pretty much just the supposed occupant attack. See, I didn't see an occupant, so I can't accept that it was an occupant either. Not in a game full of constant government propaganda and things that you don't see with your own eyes not being true on a regular basis. That seems to be a really consistent theme, actually, that if you don't see something, then that's not what happened.
She rises.
It's an entirely dialogue-driven game where dialogue is the least reliable form of communication in the game.
Healer.
Good. And your name?
The you that remains.
Blue?
Promising. And where are we?
Temperature, days, time index 1, a star and a star, a nearness, bottomless song. Huh. A star and a star?
The cavern. I passed the test. I wish everyone would just drop dead.
Well, aren't you all sorts of something?
That's not you, that's Iris, unless we're supposed to be everyone, and that's our goal. Are they trying to create a synthesis?
How long was I?
The whole time, sister. Since the beginning.
So we just woke up for the first time, and the entire game so far was a communion, I think? And we were always blue, essentially. We thought we were Watcher, but we were just living the experience of Watcher. We were living the like perspective of Watcher, when in reality Watcher was just as much of a step the way that her mother and her mother were.
The beginning? When was the beginning?
Who knows? Who cares?
That is amusing. Beginning is technically a word that only means something to us and not to them. It's our beginning of the game.
For us, it's only been 8 hours.
Oh, it's been more than that.
You mean I've been communing this whole time.
Look, honey, I'll be blunt. I don't know you. But let me tell you how it looks from where I'm sitting. For years, we've been riding this train, working to piece things back together. And then, hours ago, you decided to set off a bomb. In one moment, you destroyed everything we've been working toward.
What did you want with the ministers?
That's not for you to know. I can tell you we didn't want them burnt to a crisp. We knew those sisters. I even birthed some of those sisters.
They turned on you.
Was that a good enough reason to torch them?
I mean, I'm not really... I didn't have a choice here, but yeah, like, I don't condone blowing up everyone attending the play. That's not exactly a precision strike assassination of the government. It was mostly not government. It was just people living in it.
I know what I did was...
Please, don't. I am not in the mood, honey. None of us are.
Watch her. I need to see her.
Was that joyride not enough? She's not taking visitors.
She'll want to see me.
Is that so?
The true Dark Souls experience begins here.